Hello everyone, this is Chris from England and welcome to my British English accent training lesson 15. Today I want to talk about some simple but useful things for you, and I want to discuss in the UK how you can greet someone and ask how they are, and then some of the most common ways to reply when someone asks how you are. So this one is very simple, but there are many different ways to ask that question, to answer it. I think it's very important. In the UK we are always quite polite. We love to ask this question, so this should help you to have different things to say and to be able to express yourselves in a variety of interesting ways. I hope that I can do this for you, at least. So if we have a look in the YouTube description or below the video on other websites, you are going to find some notes which are a list of the questions and adjectives I'm going to talk about. There's also some of my simplified phonetics there to help you pronounce these things. So what I'm talking about today is, first of all, some of the different questions that mean how are you, and then the different ways that people can reply to that. So let's have a look. The first bit in the YouTube description, different ways to ask how are you, okay? So the most popular and common, and I think the best one, is how are you? But in different situations you might want to use other questions. For example, how's it going? What's going on? How is everything? Everything all right? How have you been? What's happening? So all of those mean tell me something or give me some news. They're asking about events. Another one is what's the story? Or how's tricks? You can ask all right. If you just ask that as a question with the correct intonation, it can mean how are you as well. What's up? This is, I think, mainly American, but I've heard this a lot in the UK as well. You can say it here, no problem. And a silly one really, how's it hanging? This is a kind of slang question, but you might want to use it with your friends. So all those different ways you can ask how are you using those questions. So you might want to use some of those, but also if you come to the UK you might be asked any of those yourselves. There are many more, but I can't think of all of them right now, so be aware of that, but there's some helpful suggestions, I hope. So those are ways to start, start the conversation. And now I want to move on to the list below that, which is some of the most common ways to reply to that. So I think the most popular and maybe the most common way is fine. Fine. I'm fine, thanks. How about you? So fine means good. It means no problems. And British people will say this all the time because even if there is a problem, even if we are not good, we are normally quite polite and we don't say it. So fine is a very popular reply because it means no problems, but it doesn't mean great. So we love to use that one, I think. Fine. Not bad. So I might say, not bad, cheers. What about you? If someone asks me how I am. So not bad is another really popular one and very common. And I think many people will know about it already, but it might sound a bit strange because if you take it literally, you say, well, what does it mean, not bad? And it means that it's good. Okay, so if If I say not bad, cheers, what about you? It means I'm fine, or I'm good, thanks, what about you? So not bad. If you hear that, don't be worried, it means that everything is fine. An expression which means the same as that is can't complain. So obviously the literal translation is I don't have anything to complain about, so it means no problem, so can't complain. You can simply say good. I'm good, and you? Okay. All right. Well. Or if you're feeling good, very well. So all of those ones are very common ways to reply to how are you? I mean similar things really. So some common things that you might want to try as well. Let's practice a bit of pronunciation. Hungry. You might need something to eat, of course. Hungry. And if you're really hungry, you can say, I'm starving. Starving. Tired. You might be tired. You might be very tired, and for that you can say, I'm exhausted. Exhausted. And a slang expression, knackered. Knackered. Remember, to help you, the phonetics are in the description if you want to look. You might be thirsty, nervous, nervous, worried, upset, angry, or a good word to use which means very angry, fuming. Fuming. So if I tell you I'm fuming about something, it means I'm very angry. So that finishes the list. It is quite short today and very simple, but I think it's very important to know about different ways, because in the UK, you know, whenever we meet a friend, we are always asking, how are you? Or one of those questions which means, how are you? So I recommend that you learn the ones I've spoken about and also try and find out about more ones so that you have a variety of vocabulary. And then remember and try and memorize, if you don't know already, all of the ones, because I'm from the UK. I know that all of the ones that I spoke about, the replies we use a lot, especially fine, not bad, these things. So I really recommend that you use these to use on a daily basis if you come to the UK and speak to British people. Please remember, this is not perfect. I'm suggesting some ideas, but I think that these will be useful in the UK. So I recommend that you try and practice these if you don't know already. So thank you for that. I hope that it was helpful. Let me talk very briefly. Remember that on my YouTube channel you are free to watch all the videos. There are many more. This is number 15, but I have made dozens of others. If you join Facebook, there is a group on Facebook where we can discuss, and I post other things as well, not just the videos. So you're welcome to join that group and I will accept you. You can find the links in the YouTube description under this video. If you use Twitter, I post the links to new lessons on Twitter, and also there are blog sites on WordPress and Tumblr where I post the videos and also the other lessons about slang and different things. So please don't hesitate to use all of those websites. The links are in the YouTube description under this video. And that concludes the lesson for today. I hope it has been, thank you. I hope it has been helpful. So my greetings go to you from England. Thank you very much to everyone for watching. I will be back soon with some important lessons about phonetics and other things. So I will see you next time.